Hey everybody, it's Mama D. I'm going to be showing you how to do a really quick, awesome love spell. I have all my supplies here. This is one of my altars, and I'm going to be taking you through step by step. And if at the end of this you really like this and you want to get one for yourself, just know that it's going to be a very similar setup to this. I will set it up a little more fancy. I do have some, higher quality herbs and things like that I would use if you were paying for a spell, but I'm going to show you how to do a quick love spell at home. And I'm just going to go through the elements and you improvise with what you got, okay? So first, I have this beautiful altar cloth. You're going to want to make a space. Okay, so I have kind of a defined space here that I'm going to be working in. You can use, and that hack was my little chihuahua. So my chihuahuas are in here with me. If you hear weird noises in the background, they'll probably bark at some point too. So you're going to want to define it by a space. You could use a tablecloth. You could use any piece of fabric. You can just go to the dollar store and get something, but make it for what you're doing. Now, today we're doing a love spell. I'm going to do, if you guys like this, I'm going to do more of these, but make it kind of fit what you're doing. So this, to me, this is a very beautiful altar cloth. I have a number of these, so you might see these in the background spells, but the bright colors make me really happy, and it's silk, and it's really pretty. Then once you have that, number one, the first thing you can do is you're going to make a separate space. So if you're doing it in a kitchen, or you're doing it like in a bathroom, or you're doing it on like a little table somewhere, I want you to clean that off really well, okay? I do have Chinese wash. You can buy some Moma Delia Chinese wash, and I have liquid and soap available, but you want to clean that off, get the negativity off, and make it sacred to you, okay? And then what I like to do next, I lay down tarot cards. That's how I do it. That's how I was taught. But you don't have to do that because not everybody wants tarot cards out. If you have this, you can put this on a mantle, okay? Depending how you do it, you can just put down a little tiny cloth. You don't have to do a big old mamma jammer like this. But you don't want people walking in your house and seeing a whole bunch of tarot cards or anything written down. You can just write a small list. Or you can write a big list and fold it a whole bunch and put it underneath. Or you can print something out, print out something you want. Since we're doing a love spell, I did love tarot cards, but you could do you could put everything that you want to have in your marriage, everything you want to attract a mate, everything you want, you could just make a list, or you can print out a picture of a person. It doesn't matter, but that's going to be your foundation. That's what we're going to start with. Now, oh, and I just realized I gotta light something. Holding it. So then what I do is I smudge my area. You're going to see me do it because I don't have a stand over here. I'm going to try not to light my phone on fire. We'll see how well we do that. I'm going to try not to smoke it out okay, so we're going to cleanse the general area, and we're going to cleanse when we're done also, because you really want this to be sacred. You really want this. Now, this is a little sage bundle. You can do this with a white candle. You can do this with salt. It does not have to be super ridiculous. I'm doing the full Megillah here. You can do full Megillah. You can do the full thing, or you can go as easy and simple as you want. This is magic. It matters more what's in your heart. I'm going to tell you that right now. So now we have a good basis to get down. So get yourself a candle that represents what you want. I think this for love is a great candle. Okay, it's glitter. It's got glitter on top of glitter. It's pretty. It makes me happy. So you don't have to get a candle that makes me happy. Get a candle that makes you happy, but get it in the color. I wouldn't get black if you're going to do a love spell. You could do green if you want you want a sugar daddy, but get something to you that represents love. Now, here's a little secret of mine. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much fancy stuff I buy. I love these. So whenever I have a candle, if you saw my altars, I always put my candle in the Pyrex because this will not burn. This won't. I promise you. I have a little chihuahua under my feet right now. Yeah, she's being so cute. So this will not burn, okay? And you're going to see the next step that we do. It helps a whole lot. This candle, right, you can carve this up. You can put names on it. You can put what you wish on it. Whatever you want to do to the candle that you get, okay? Make it your own. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to move this over. Actually, I'm going to take from up here. I had a little thing full of herbs, but my sage is blocking it. And since I'm doing this one-handed, you're going to sprinkle. So I'm using yellow roses because roses are yellow is friendship. Red is love. And then I'm going to sprinkle some, just a little bit of lavender. You can do anything you want. Oregano, by the way, is a version of Dittany of Crete. And Dittany of Crete is a very famous old love herb. It's hard to get. Oregano works. Mint is good. Sugar is good. You just have sugar. Actually, it's funny because I was going to say at the end of the spell, you can put a little offering to the gods. I got these truffles. Do those not look romantic? Anything, any herb to you that spells love. Any flower that you think, don't do lilies because lilies are our death, okay? Lilies are my favorite flower, but lavender for calming, chamomile for calming, roses for love. A lot of different flowers, geraniums, daisies, anything that's really happy. And like I said, oregano is something you probably have in your cabinet right now. And that is a version of Dittany of Crete, which is one of the oldest love herbs. Then you're going to get some oil. I don't care if it is vegetable, if it's Crisco. I don't care. You're going to get some oil. Now, before you put it on, I want you to if it is Crisco out of the can, you're going to say, this oil is to bring love to me. This oil is for, me to get the person of my dreams, me to reconcile with the person I love, something like that. I don't care what kind of oil you get, okay? You get olive oil, or if you have any of the very fabulous Moma Delia oils, that can help too. And we're just going to pour those over the top. And it doesn't matter if you do herbs first or oils first. It does not really matter. Sometimes you do oils first so the herbs stick. Sometimes, whatever. We're not fussy here, okay? Some places are fussy. We're not going to mention those. Some places are fussy, but we're doing the best with what we got, right? This is a quick, easy spell. You can do this with most of the stuff you have in your house, okay? Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to bless the candle with water. Orange water is very famous for love drawing properties. You can just get tap water. Honest to God, you could just get tap water and say, this water is to bless bless my spell, bless my area. I would not put it right on the candle. You can put it in the little dish underneath. That's why I like these dishes. Or you can kind of sprinkle some around. All right, so I put some, you should smell in here. That's the other thing I love about magic. It just smells so damn good. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to add extras. This is all you really need to do a good spell, but I like to add herbs. So this is an orris root, okay? That is a female root. That's to bring all that feminine energy. I have 2 carnelian. If you're doing love spells, don't ever do 3s because 3s invite a third party. You're going to want to do 2s. So I'm going to do 2 carnelian because that speeds things up, okay? And then I also have a kyanite here. A kyanite is a very interesting mineral because this denotes health. This brings healthiness to you. Okay, so we want a healthy relationship with 2 people. That's basically what we're saying here with the herbs. Now, I also have, this is one of my favorite pieces of crystal. It is huge. It is a single terminated. I add this to a lot of spells just because it really adds a lot of energy. I usually point it toward the candle. Okay. So we got that. And then I also have a nice amethyst that has a lot of different points on it. This is good for communication. So I'm going to add that on this side. Okay. This is all above and beyond. This is extra. This is just if you have these things. You may not have these things laying around. You don't have to. You don't have to. You could print out a picture of these things and put them around. It is the representation. Magic is the energetic representation of what you want to bring into your universe. And that's what I'm teaching you here. Lastly, and this is extra credit. Okay, you don't have to do this. Pop it. Okay, so get a poppet. Since I am a straight white girl, I got a straight white. I got a male Ken doll. Okay, so you can get. I'm very happy when I go into the Mattel Barbie section of Walmart. They have all sorts of colors and haircuts and genders and situations going on. So if you want to make the cheapest poppet you possibly can, you can get a Barbie or a Ken doll for, sometimes they're as cheap as $4 or $5. Okay. Yeah, I know the dollar store has some that are like $1, you'll have less selection, but you can pretty much go into the Mattel aisle at any major retailer, and you can find something that's going to fit your situation. Now, this is not typically the type of guy I'd go for, just so you know. But yeah, and my husband's happy about that because it's not what he looks like. But you can take their clothes off. You can magic marker, write stuff all over them. If it's somebody you want to get back together with, you can write their name on here and you can make this into a poppet. I do have other poppet videos, and if you want me to do a really specific poppet video, let me know about it down below and I'll do that. But you can add this now to the altar. Okay. You could do one of yourself also. Okay. You can do a poppet of yourself, or you can, or both, whatever you want to do. This is super extra credit. This is not necessary, just so you know. A picture of your person will do just fine. And then what you're going to do, get out your trusty dusty lighter. Now you're going to take a minute. You're going to breathe. You're going to imagine your situation exactly how you want it. You're going to picture the end, not how you get there. I always tell my people, don't picture getting married. Picture your 1-year anniversary. Don't picture them calling you. Picture already being on the first date. You want to imagine exactly what you want, but a little later, because then that denotes that what you wanted already happened, okay? And all you're going to do at this point is say your prayers, say the things you want, let it go, breathe deep, have a moment. You might want to have a cocktail. You might want to have a delicious, here, we'll put this in the background, a delicious piece of chocolate as a reward for yourself. And then you just light this bad boy up. And there you go. Okay. Isn't it great? It's going to burn a bunch of the herbs, and there's some alcohol in there from the oil mixture I had. And then you just let this go. Now, one thing I am going to tell you is I want you to really be good about, don't blow it out, whatever you do. If you're going to, just moving this around a little bit. See why the Pyrex comes in handy? If you're going to leave the house, or if you're going to not be around to tend to the candle, I want you to always snuff. Do not blow, snuff. What does snuff mean? What I would typically do is I would have like a spoon, or I would have something I can put on top. The lid of if you have like a mason jar, you can put that lid on top, any of that. So there you go. That is a super easy basic spell setup for love. You can do this yourself. You can do this. I almost guarantee, like, instead of, if you don't have sage, incense stick will work. Okay. Cinnamon stick will work. I don't care. Don't use anything alcohol-based. Don't use like Renewsin or something like that, because you do have fire around, so you don't want to blow anything up here. But do you see what I'm saying? You can make this work with a lot of stuff you have just around, okay? So that is your super informative video for today. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. And, if you want me to set up a spell for you. Now, like I said, my spells are, you guys have seen pictures of my spells. They're a little more involved. They have more fancy stuff here and there. And don't forget, I do tend to them many times a day. How cool is that with that little pop? I tend to them many times a day. I say prayers over them. I go through a whole entire ritual. Each candle, I have level 1 through level 8. Level 1 through 3 are just vigils. And then level 4 starts rituals, where I do more of a complicated setup like this. And they go for many weeks. So let me know if you need spell work about anything. I do have space on my altar, and I can get you in, and I'll take care of it right away. I take care of anything. I have people, now that it's summer, I have people contacting me a lot for weight loss, but love and money are the most common things. Career, school, academics, health, things like that. Let me know, and I will do something like this for you. But I'm glad I got to share this with you, to do a real, easy, simple spell setup for yourself. Have a great day, guys. Thanks so much.